Jiang'd met with this Buddhist monk outside the mystery cave, and learned that the noble king of Turning Wheel had been teaching the Buddha law for 13 years. The old monk continued, "The history of mankind is like an epic drama. Jiang'd, the clown, has to answer the curtain call yet. He will be needed, on stage, for one last scene." And the monk said, "The rotten ghosts are divided into those who are adept at speech, and those who are adept at song, and those who can play musical instruments." So when Jiang'd needed to meet with foreign dignitaries or make his case against Falun Gong, his physical body would, acting under the control of the rotten ghosts, become fluent at spewing slanders, and launch into songs and dances. Jiang'd wanted to know more. "A moment ago you mentioned incessant hell. What's that?" "Incessant hell is expansive, huge," answered the monk. The word incessant refers to never-ending punishment in hell. There are 5 incessants. First, incessant time, which means non-stop around-clock suffering. Secondly, incessant space, which means every inch of the body is subjected to torture, leaving no spot untouched. Thirdly, incessant torture apparatuses, which means different instruments employed without end. Fourthly, incessant status, which means all are tortured equally, irrespective of gender, or social status in one's previous lives. And fifthly, incessant state, which means the condemned are ceaselessly in a state of dying from suffering, only to keep regaining consciousness and continue on suffering. There is no end to the suffering that the condemned go through in the process of destruction, layer by layer. Nothing in this entire cosmos is more horrific than this. Convinced by what the monk told him, Jiang'd went down the mountain the next day, and soon found the book Zhuan Falun. He thus embarked on the path of self-cultivation. One day in the future, the global coalition to bring Jiang'd to justice, in collaboration with chief justices of various countries, is holding a public trial of Jiang'd, on Tiananmen Square. At the time, the truth about Falun Gong has become known around the world. The jury reads an indictment against Jiang'd, 1,000 pages long, and sentences him to death on ground of treason, embezzlement, torture, crimes against humanity, and genocides among other charges. Immediately after the pronouncement, a rope descends from the sky, binds Jiang'd tightly from head to toe. Jiang'd hangs in the air upside down. Winds and thunders erupt. Lightning strike Jiang'd, hitting every inch of his body. Smokes abound. Jiang'd's clothing, hair, flesh, organs, and bones burst into flame in no time. Jiang'd vanishes in the fire. Then, Jiang'd is startled by the boisterous sounds of fireworks, gongs, and drums. A festival mood has engulfed the city. Jiang'd now fully understands what the monk meant by the clown has to answer the curtain call. By this time, Wen Jiang'd has done spiritual cultivation for some time, and has come to witness Jiang's end on Tiananmen Square. Grateful to have been born into the world, in the time when the noble king of Law Wheel is imparting heaven's teachings, and to have managed to gain the way and cultivated himself, Jiang'd composed the following poem. Great was my fortune to gain the law and follow the Lord Buddha. Merrily I bore the pain, diligent returning to my true self. I have fulfilled my grand vow, assisting the master as he turns the wheel, eliminating the demonic, mending the cosmos. Still in thought, Jiang'd found before himself a strand of yellow ribbon, trickling down from the sky. Tucking it in his hand, Jiang'd saw on it a 6-line poem that reads, The clown. The 3-legged toad made a fool of himself in this world. All 10 evils did he demonstrate, no scheme left untried. Every disgraceful thing did the sinister clown do. Not a virtue or talent to his name, he pretended to be a hero. 5,000 years of Chinese civilization, everything ready, save for one last scene, with the clown.